What's up, you Voorhees-loving bastards, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Shatzer, and today I have one hell of a sequel for us. It is Steve Miner's 1981 classic. It's Friday the 13th Part 2. And guys, this one is just as fun as the original, so let's dive into the slasher goodness. Here is Friday the 13th Part 2. Friday the 13th Part 2 is a rather successful and straightforward sequel to the 1980 hit horror flick Friday the 13th. Continuing the story from the bloody aftermath of the first film, Part 2 generates that same toxic atmosphere and gory lovelust that the original possessed. Extremely moody and wholly set in its era, this outstandingly entertaining slasher has a great cast of characters and an ample set of interesting kills, adding up to an extremely enjoyable romp in the now famous Crystal Lake. The film begins 5 years after the horrible events at Camp Crystal Lake, with a whole new group of camp counselors preparing for the start of a new season at an adjacent camp. Everything goes according to plan, that is until a stranger in the woods begins stalking the young counselors, murdering them one by one. Friday the 13th has a smorgasbord of characters within its diverse ranks, and each one seems served to meet a cold and harsh death. In true slasher fashion, the cast is made up of stereotypical fodder, who ultimately exist to be taken out by the iconic killer Jason Voorhees. Still, there are a few standouts who really shine in their individual roles. Amy Steele takes on the role of Ginny Field, the central player of the piece who is the only one who believes that the legend of Jason Voorhees is real. Steele gives Ginny a feisty personality, which helps differentiate her character from the rest of the pack. Aside from Amy Steele, the rest of the cast sticks to their mold almost too perfectly. John Furry takes on the role of the typical boyfriend Paul Holt. Kristen Baker plays the short shorts wearing eye candy Terry. Stuart Charno goes off on a limb and portrays the extremely nerdy Ted. Marta Kober and Bill Randolph take on the sex-craved teens Sandra and Jeffrey. Russell Todd valiantly embodies the pretty boy troublemaker Scott. Tom McBride plays the wheelchair-bound athlete Mark, while Lauren Mary Taylor hones in as his lovesick admirer Vicky. They're all predictably stereotypical, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially in an 80s slasher flick. As for the atmosphere of Friday the 13th Part 2, it successfully captures the succinct and haunting tone of the original. Though lacking in Tom Savini's in-your-face special effects, it still manages to maintain a voice of its own, one that's bloody, savage, and oh so much fun. Churning out the same quality that made the original such a smash hit, director Steve Miner and company play it safe for the most part, as they attempt to expand on the mythos of the Friday the 13th universe. With its high body count, unforgettable characters, and powerful mood, Friday the 13th Part 2 is a worthy successor to the highly heralded originator of the series. If you haven't watched it in a while, give it a go. It's as fun as ever. In the end, Friday the 13th Part 2 is slasher-tastic. And there you have it, horror fans. The great sequel to the first Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2. Just as great as the original, and the cast is just wild and fun. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you with the next movie review. Take care.